The Lord is our shepherd, I shall not want. Him maketh I lie down in a green pastures. Him leadeth I beside still water. Them him restoreth I soul. Him leadeth I in the path of righteousness for him name's sake. Yea, do I rasta. I go walk through the valley of the shadow of death. I can't fear no evil, for thy rod and thy staff them comforted I and I. Unu prepare a table before I in the presence of our enemy them. Unu anointed I head with unu oil, me cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy I go follow I all the days of I event me. I go dwell in the house of the Lord God. Jah. Kadama we groma bea tela higzag beer tana istalina bashante shante shante shante. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم لإيلاف قريش إيلافهم رحلة الشتاء والصيف فليعبدوا رب هذا البلد الذي أطعمنا من جوع وآمنا من خوف صدق الله عظيم صدق الله عظيم. Juma Mubarak to all Muslims. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonamo, where we speak truth to power and my name. Black Rasta. Now, in every traditional African home, there is a black pot, and each time this black pot sits on the fire, there's something super sumptuous cooking. Ingredients of so many different shapes, sizes, colors, and even aromas and flavors. Abandon all their differences into a small, dirty corner and move straight into the black pot, relocated, where they are subjected to some good amount of heating. They produce food. Ironically, they do not even partake in the eating of the food. It is us, the eaters, who do, and we are always happy to do that. You see that? Now, what does this teach us? Ingredients and a black pot that produce food, yet they do not partake in the eating of the food. That must be the highest level of selflessness. That's what we are advocating. A nation that is not ready to sacrifice cannot be called a nation. It is an empty box. A nation that does not regard and reward its heroes and heroines cannot be called a nation. It is an empty space. That is why we say we are in the service of God and country. It is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonamo. And here we don't criticize. If we must criticize, we would only criticize on one condition: to build and not to destroy. That is why we say we are in the service of God and country. This is the show you've been waiting for. It's the show of patriotism. Here we don't do politics. Here we don't do sports. We don't even do religion. All we talk about is patriotism. My brother, my sister, no nation can ever develop without patriotism. Patriotism means allegiance. It means loyalty. It means togetherness. It means belongingness. And if you don't have any of this, you are finished. Everybody thrives because of loyalty. Even God wants us to be loyal to him. So loyalty is a very, very great virtue. That is why we all have to be loyal. My name is Blakk Rasta. And today we're going to cut our broadcast very short. We're going to do 3 stories. And it's over. We're going to be fast. And the good thing is that it's going to be very punchy. That is why we are keeping you awake for this very powerful broadcast. Do me a favor. Please subscribe to the broadcast. Also hit on the notification bell and share the broadcast. At the same time, my brother, my sister, I want to say thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you. We are live on YouTube, and our YouTube channel is Blakk Empire Media, and Blakk is spelled B-L-A-K-K. We are also live on Facebook, and is the same name, Blakk Empire Media. Please subscribe to our channels, hit the notification bell, and then share the broadcast so many other people can see this. And I have good news for you. Those of you who want to have holidays in any part of the world, be it in Africa or outside Africa. Maybe you want to go to Algeria. Maybe you want to go to South Africa or even Morocco. Maybe you want to go to the UK. Maybe you want to go to Canada. Maybe you want to go to Australia or even the Schengen. But you don't just want to go and holiday and come home. You also want to be able to work and make some money and maybe shop and come home. Maybe make some money and come and start some business here. That is why I am happy for you. A lot of you want to travel and have fun on holiday all across Africa, England, and even in America. But it's difficult for you to get the right documents. It's also difficult for you to get a visa. It's difficult for you to even get accommodation. Please speak with Prudy Workforce. Are you a mason? Are you a teacher? Are you a nurse? Maybe you are even a bricklayer. Maybe you are an electrician or maybe a driver. If you are one of these, or anything that you can do and can be described as work, that is the greatest opportunity for you right now to go on holiday and take the opportunity for the days that you are going to be there or the few months that you are going to be there, you work and also make money. Now, Prudy Workforce is here for you. They are located right there inside Medina, near the Eco Bank. Oh yes, Medina, near the Eco Bank, at the taxi rank there. Their numbers are rolling on the screen. Make sure you pick up these numbers and make sure that you take part in this wonderful thing. They'll give you a free visa. They'll also give you free accommodation. All you need is a passport size photograph and a picture of your passport. If you don't have a passport, don't apply. Now, you don't need anything in your bank statement. If you have money in it, fine. If you don't have money in it, don't worry. Bring us a bank statement and we'll make sure that you fly to any country of your choice. Is it Nigeria you want to go to and work there? Do you want to go to Algeria? Do you want to go to Morocco? Or you want to go to the UK? You want to go to Canada? You want to go to Australia? You want to go to the Schengen states, Poland? You want to go to Holland? No problem. Just come over to us. Take our numbers and call us. Prudy Workforce is here to stay. Make sure, that's the last thing I will add. Whatever money you make whilst working there, think about Africa. Think about how you can come home and establish businesses. Don't stay there and rot. You can never make all the money in the world. The little that you make, you return home and do something positive with it. It's the best opportunity for you. This is the Black Pot, a.k.a. Kukushodamu. And here we speak truth to power. Come here, my Lord. Now, the first story we are looking at today is rolling on your screen, and it's interesting. BAWUMIA was a mistake. And this is Nana NTOW talking. Who is Nana NTOW? Nana NTOW is a stalwart of the NPP. He's a very powerful member of the NPP. At the point, he was even an office holder in the NPP. He's a decision maker for the party. And his opinions are so respected. This is Nana NTOW. And he says that BAWUMIA was a mistake. Why? What is the reason? Can we go into that? Run it, my youth. Watch this. And this is from Ghana Web. He says, NPP leaders made a big mistake making BAWUMIA flag bearer. Former NPP General Secretary, and his name is Nana Ohene NTOW. Former General Secretary. He says that BAWUMIA was a mistake. The leaders made a mistake. And therefore, they are heading towards opposition by making this guy the flag bearer. Shall we get the details? Watch this. Nana Ohene NTOW, a former general secretary of the ruling New Patriotic Party, NPP, has asserted that it was a big mistake for the leadership of the party to throw its weight behind Vice President Dr. Mahmoud BAWUMIA as the best person to lead the party into the 2024 election. According to him, Dr. BAWUMIA is the weakest person to lead the NPP to the 2024 general election because of past statements he made before the party came into power in 2017. Wow. This guy is bold and he's honest. He said because of his past utterances, the same utterances that brought them into power, and now people have come to realize that they were tricked into getting power for the NPP. If he is going to stand, people will remember all those lies he told, the king of lies. And therefore, he should never have been the flag bearer. That's all Nana Ohene NTOW is saying. Now you guys will realize that when you walk on the streets of Accra today, they started from last night. There are a lot of billboards out there in Accra. And there are billboards about things Mahama said when he was in power. Things Mahama said when he was in power. Things like, Ghanaians talk too much. Oh, we don't have chalk in the schools. And so on and so forth. I'm a dead goat and the rest. These are the things Mahama has apologized for. And he has said that he has become a new person by what he learned from the governance. As to whether he's honest with us or not, time and tide will tell us that. But at least he apologized. At least he says he was a new Ghana. And he stands in a unique position to be able to divert the course from Hades all the way into where we want the nation to go. I wish he would listen and make sure that when he comes into power, he will look at Ghana first and prove all the family and friends wrong, all the critics wrong. In his first tenure, he brought family and friends and they let him down. Is he going to make the same mistake? It's only a fool who makes the same mistake twice, intentionally. He added that the vice president, who was touted as the economic messiah, is looking on helplessly as the people of Ghana suffer due to the economic hardship in the country. The party made a big mistake when it selected Dr. BAWUMIA as its candidate. They made a very big mistake, I'm telling you. Hold it there. Now look at the penultimate paragraph, the last but one paragraph. It makes a lot of sense, and I'm touched. Watch this. He says, he added that the vice president, who was touted as the economic messiah, is looking on helplessly as the people of Ghana suffer due to the economic hardship in the country. It means he's agreed that his party has performed abysmally, first and foremost, the NPP. And two, the legacy of this thieving, lying NPP will play back in the next elections. And BAWUMIA is carrying like an albatross around his neck all these wonderful skeletons of suffrage into the next election. This man is speaking nothing but the truth. His party is going to go after him. Some might even think of visiting him with harm, but he has spoken his mind, and that's the most important thing. Run it, my youth. Watch this. Because he, Dr. BAWUMIA, was touted as an economic messiah, but today, see what is happening. It is not as if we have done nothing, but look at the promises we made and the things Dr. BAWUMIA himself said and what we have got in these 7 to 8 years. He said in Twi, in an interview on UTV, a big station like UTV. He said, we have done some, but compared to the promises BAWUMIA made, we have done nothing. If a man tells you that he's going to buy you 10-story buildings and buy you 20 cars, then he comes with a bicycle, will you clap for him? You say, hey, looking at the promises you have made, and you have brought me this, it looks like you are making mockery of me. I'm shocked. Yes, you have done something. You brought a bicycle. But by your promises, per your promises, you have negated everything you have done. Kai, this man is a truth talker. He added, what made the leaders of the MPP say Dr. BAWUMIA is the best option? Dr. BAWUMIA, as far as I am concerned, is the weakest candidate. Yes, the weakest. That's what he said. Now dash it away. Bring Dr. BAWUMIA here. Dr. BAWUMIA, with all love and respect, I don't know why you decided to allow yourself and to make yourself available for ridicule. You are being ridiculed. You go to Boko, and instead of sitting back and optimizing your position as the vice president and talking to our brothers and sisters in the north to put down their arms and come together and making it the priority, you rather went there, having spoken a bit about peace in the area, you went ahead to campaign. I'll tell you something. It's like a man that you have offended so much, and you are going to beg this man to forgive you. Now, when you go and forgiveness is given to you, then before you turn away, you tell the man, but I am hungry. Oh, can you give me some food or some money to go buy food? How many people are following this conversation? There's a man that has been helpful to you, but there was a confusion. You break away. Now you are going to ask him for forgiveness. You go and ask him for forgiveness, and he says, okay, I've forgiven you. Before you turn away, you tell the same man that you are hungry. He should give you food to eat. What would the man think? He only came to apologize because he's hungry and wants food. True? That's how BAWUMIA behaved. You wouldn't have gone to the people in Boku if it wasn't for the fact that you wanted to be voted as president. Come here. It hurts me, Dr. BAWUMIA. Who are your advisors? Who are the people you trust to advise? Or you are also arrogant like your president? You don't listen to anybody. NTOW. Remember, that was the same thing Muhammad did, and he went into opposition. I'm a dead goat. No matter what you do, me NTOW. If this is what you are doing, and it is clear that you are arrogant like your president, Nana Akufo-Addo, you don't listen to anybody, they have used you, BAWUMIA. A fine gentleman. Look, when you came in, everybody loved you. Everywhere you went, people followed you. Now you are a joke of a mockery. People see you like a circus clown. You are the Mr. Bean of Ghana politics. Everywhere you go, people laugh at you. Even unborn babies, they laugh at you when you appear on TV. Do you know how many people switch off their TV sets when they see you? Do you know how many people get so angry when they see you on their phones whilst browsing and your face comes there by mistake? Right now, you are equivalent to Judas Iscariot, the traitor. If I were you, in the middle of all this brouhaha, I would say that, listen, I want to resign. Please, let's get another candidate. Because one, you will not win. If by mistake you win through corruption and rigging, I will leave this country for you. I will never sit under your presidency. You are a joker, a traitor, a liar. Your own party says that you are the king of lies. Promises you made shocked even the president. But at the time, they were happy because it was giving them votes. They allowed you to go ahead playing the buffoonery. Now that is so glaring that they have eaten enough to their fill, they have pushed the comedian to go forward and make more mockery of himself. It hurts me, my brother. If you listen to me, resign and go sit somewhere. Or else, the Dagombes have a saying that a short disgrace is better than a long one. Dash it away. Next story, my youth. I remember to keep your comments coming in today. We're going to read the comments all at once, and that will be it. Kusi Poku bears teeth at Office of Special Prosecutor. Who is Kusi Poku? Do we all know this man with an interesting hat on his head? We all know him, right? He speaks his mind. Recently he said something, that he knew some politicians who had more than 10 million American dollars hiding under their beds and some other places like that. We expected the OSP, as I said on this show, to pounce on this very good information and find out if it smacks of money laundering. I didn't know that the special prosecutor had contacted him already. But I'm glad they all watch this show. There's nothing we say that they don't hear. This is the show that has the track record. Never have we been bribed. Never taken any bribe. And we speak truth to power from long, not now, brethren. From when we didn't even have a beard. Today we have a long one. Ghanaians know, Africans know. If I didn't take bribes some 30 years back with a straight record, then it's madness that will make me take bribe right now. I'm used to the hunger. I'm used to the suffering. So what else can you come and tell me that will change my mind to take a bribe from you? This is the man called Kusi Poku. Run the story, my youth, and come here. Kusi Poku yet to supply info on 3 officials holding 100 million American dollars each at home. I said 10 million. The man said 100 million American dollars in their bedrooms. This was during the Cecilia Dapa issue, which is still in limbo. It's been iced. And Kusi Poku said, the millions that Cecilia Dapa is hiding under her, but that's small. I know some officials who have 100 million in their homes. OSP, Office of the Special Prosecutor, comes out to say that, hey, we have been following this man to give us information. He hasn't given us anything. And Kusi Poku says what? Run the story. Watch this. Updates on an allegation that 3 government officials were hoarding as much as 100 million American dollars in their homes have been given. The allegation was made in September 2023 by the executive director of the Good Governance Advocacy Group Ghana, Listowell Nana Kusi Poku. Speaking in an interview on Accra FM on Monday, September 4, 2023, Kusi Poku challenged the Office of the Special Prosecutor to start an investigation on his claim, and he will lead the office to the 100 million American dollars in the house of these politicians. He added that if he is not able to help the OSP find this $100 million, he should be imprisoned for life. What a man. OSP, I will lead you to the houses to find the elephant. You just found a rabbit in Cecilia Dapa's home. I will show you politicians who are holding elephants. And if you don't find this, imprison me for life. What a man. Does he look like a joker? So what happened? This was contained in an X, formerly Twitter, exchange this week when the OSP was challenged by a tweet to give updates on the specific issue. OSP followed up, but he is yet to supply the information. The office responded in a video in which Kusi Poku was making his allegations. The allegations came on the back of the arrest of housemates of former sanitation minister Cecilia Dapa after it emerged that they had stolen monies in excess of $1 million and other sums in cedis and euros. What Kusi Poku said was what we told you. So according to the Office of the Special Prosecutor, Kusi Poku has not given the information yet. We are waiting for Kusi Poku to come out and tell us whether what the OSP is saying is true or false. Kusi Poku is there. Office of the Special Prosecutor lying, or did you make a mockery of yourself? You don't look like a comedian. I don't believe that you thought you were in the circus, even if you were a comedian. This is a serious issue. I believe that you can truly lead them to the houses of these politicians. But I'm wondering, even if these politicians had the $100 million American dollars under their beds, by hearing you say that you are going to lead the OSP to some politician's home, you think they will still keep the money there? That's me, my worry. It's like going to a secondary school, like Accra Academy, or Achimota, or even Presec, or my school in the Volta, Awudomi, secondary school. So some students here are keeping mobile phones in their bags in the boarding house. I'm going to lead the headmaster to the place to seize all these phones. You think when you allow the students to go back to the dormitories, they will still keep that in their boxes? Certainly not. Only foolish students will do that. Some will dig holes and bury them even if they have nowhere to put them. Because to be forewarned is to be forearmed. So I'm wondering how Kusi Poku is going to be able to lead these people to the homes of these ministers, even if hitherto they had the 100 million hiding there to retrieve this money. But my brother, this is a serious country. It's not a comic nation. Make good your allegations. It's the Black Pot. Dash, a.k.a. Kukushonamo, where we speak truth to power. We have a final story coming up, but in the interim, this is the Black Pot. When we return in 30 seconds, we got more. Hey! Wayo!
Blakk Kuku show them.
This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonam, where we speak truth to power. Let's see if we can get some of your comments coming in, and we're going to be reading them. In the interim, if you want to go on holiday and truly make some money whilst you're having fun, this is your opportunity. Where do you want to go? Morocco? South Africa? Libya? Maybe you want to go to Nigeria, maybe Togo, maybe Benin, or Somalia, or Ethiopia. Maybe you want to go to the UK, Canada, Australia, or any of the Schengen countries, Germany, Poland, and so on and so forth. Maybe you want to even go to Lithuania. Hey, Prudy Workforce is here. And Prudy Workforce is doing something that nobody has ever done. Are you a mason? Are you an electrician? Are you a teacher? Are you a nurse? Are you a doctor? What do you do for a living? Anything you do for a living that has value, you have the opportunity of traveling to any country of the world through the workforce. You know what they will do for you? They will give you a visa if you need one. They will give you accommodation wherever you are going to for the number of days or months you want to be there. And then they will make sure that you don't run out of cash. How do they do that? They make sure that you work. Now you work as what you are. If you're a doctor, you work as a doctor. If you're a teacher, you work as a teacher. If you're a mason or an electrician or a welder, you do that. whilst you are making your money, your holiday is sweeter. Do you want to go alone? Or you want to go with your wife? Or you want to go with your brother or sister? It sounds like it's an narcissism, but it's very true. You know all you will need? You will need a passport size photograph of yourself. You need a passport picture of yourself. And then a photo of your passport's bio page. After that, you need a bank statement. Don't worry, even if you have 2 cedis in your bank account. It's just to show that you are a citizen of the nation and that you save. They will get you a visa for free. Get you accommodation for free. Buy your plane ticket for free. But as you work, they will deduct whatever money that you would agree on before you fly out of the nation. So it depends on you whether you want to agree or not. They might even help you with some of the tourist attractions you need to go and see in every country. Prudy workforce has so many workers all over the world. And they are located right here in Medina. Oh yes, at the taxi rank near the Eco Bank. Their numbers are running on the screen. Pick any of the numbers and call. If you are in the UK, you can call the UK numbers. And if you are in Ghana, you can also call the Ghana number. And that is what it is. Remember when you go there, remember that there are so many people who need jobs in this country. Because of unemployment, a lot of people have the skills, yet they are not employed. Come home and establish something so that they can also get a job to do. It's Prudy workforce. Oh gosh. This is the Blakk Pot, a.k.a. Kukushonomo, where we speak truth to power. Do we have some comments coming in? Run the comments. Let's look at them quickly. All right. So, Kanjo GH says, good evening, Black Rasta. And Justin says, Kukushonomo. David Pamford says, Black more fire. Akondo Guda says, greetings to you, Black Rasta, and greetings to Nima Judgment Yard. Oh, all right. So this is Ras Snoop. Big up yourself, Ras Snoop. And big up all my brethren right there in Judgment Yard. 2024, Wallahi will come to Judgment Yard. Wallahi will come to Nima and do something. We have not forgotten. TCJJ says, I am present, sir. The Kuchoko legend. Big up yourself, TCJJ. And then we have Russell Ebo Jefferson. And this is Ras Abeku watching you live. Respect Ras Abeku. Mark Romeo Ofori says, greetings, Professor Blakk. Sir. Alaji Savulugo is here. He says, good evening, Black Rasta. I'm watching you live from Savulugo. Black Rasta. May God save Ghana. For Nana Akufo-Addo and BAWUMIA government here. Well, Alaji Savulugo called us yesterday and he said that we didn't pronounce his other name, so I'm not going to even try pronouncing it. We're waiting for you to send us a voice note so that we'll be able to, listen to how you pronounce it and we'll pronounce it properly. Forgive us, my brother. Akame Jabless says, Kuchoko legend, more fire. Wow. All right, so Bra Wadud says, good evening, Black Rasta, watching you live from East Legon. Blessed love. And he says, come here. Well, yo, Dr. Ganzi says, watching you live from Scotland. I love your generosity and patriotism. Live long, my brother. Dr. Ganzi, I want to say I love you. I appreciate you. Yes, I feel your spirit from afar. All right? When we return, we will be closing the show. Keep your messages coming in. We'll take your last messages before we go. In the interim, share the broadcast. Hey! Wayo!
Blackpot. Kuku show them.
This is the Black Pot, aka Kuku Showdown, and here we speak truth to power. Our final story is rolling on the screen. Watch this. And it says what? BOG, that's the Bank of Ghana boss, jubilates over inflation drop. Come here. Now the boss of the Bank of Ghana is this man sitting here. Ghanaians were asking for his head a few weeks ago. They wanted him to resign. He said he will never resign. And people felt that that was arrogance. The president will never sack him. These are the people who know it all. He has an enviable academic background, but his achievement is so little. We're happy that inflation in Ghana has dropped. Shall we read the story? Watch the story. We have been vindicated by a recent drop in inflation. Bank of Ghana governor says, come here. Watch me. Run the story. It says, Bank of Ghana Governor Dr. Ernest Addison has said the policy mix of Ghana's IMF-supported PEG program is yielding positive results thus far. He cited that from the peak of 54.1% in December 2022, headline inflation has declined to 35.2% in October 2023, and most recently to 26.4% in November 2023. Delivering remarks at the BOG end-of-year cocktail event in Accra on December 14. Remember, it's a cocktail event. They are there to drink and to chew chicken and all that. Are the taxpayers. Dr. Addison said, I recall that I kept on reminding people that inflation was at 12.7 in December 2021. And we saw in 2022, and what we saw in 2022 should not be used to judge us. As you are aware, there has been considerable noise from our distractors who have celebrated the high inflation recorded in 2022. Today, we are vindicated that inflation in 2022 was just a blip, and we are quickly returning to where we were before the crisis. That's it. Bring his photograph here. Dr. Addison, in nominal terms, yes, inflation might have gone down, but the prices of commodities that decided the inflation are still the same. How do you explain that? The people are used to the pain and hardship that your dirty policies brought to us. Kenke is still the same price from 2021 when we had this big shock and all of us suffered. We remember the dirty haircuts, unprofessional haircuts you gave to investors. We remember the banks that were closed that yielded nothing. We remember the one-ton unemployment. We remember your pretense that you created 2 million jobs in heaven. Not in Ghana, because we can't see. In your tenure of office, your president has succeeded in chasing out Ghanaians in unprecedented numbers outside the country to go and look for greener pastures. It's worse than the days of Shagari and Jerry John Rawlings. And you are celebrating nominal inflation drop. You are a joker, this man. Prices are still the same. People are still paying high prices for the bread that we've been buying all this while. To the ordinary man, what has changed? Are you going to bring price restrictions? Are you going to control prices, price controls? Oh, Mr. BOG boss, you can do better. That's why your finance minister went out there jubilating. You guys are so mediocre in our finance sector. You went to the IMF and begged for money. Money that your president said Africa did not need and Africa will be okay. You went around begging China for loans unprecedentedly. Ghana owes the highest in the world, the amount any country owes China. And you are here jubilating over what? Oh, I didn't know you were this mediocre, sir. When you came, I touted your arrival, clapped for you because of your academic laurels and achievements. But you are one of the jokers Nana Akufo-Addo has put in there. You go for loans and all that, and you are clapping for yourself that what has dropped. You don't know it's a plan by the World Bank and the IMF. Anytime they give you the so-called bailout, they want the whole world to see or to, think that their loan has helped the nation. So they will do whatever possible to let you have a certain rest. Then they plummet you up into hell again. When will we learn? Dash him away. The only time the inflation drop will make sense to me is when we go and food prices are going down. That's when inflation drop will make sense to me. Or else you are just joking and celebrating in oblivion, celebrating abstract figures. My name is Blakk RASTA. You know that, right? Come here. I'll take your final messages and we are done for the day. Do we have any messages? Right. Good. So this one says, this is Ayo Susan. And Ayo Susan says, good evening, Blakk RASTA. Watching live from Medina. Wish Ghanaians listen to your advice and teachings, which is all about the truth. Thank you. Aburi Francis says, good evening, Father. Having people like you in a nation is really a great thing, but most people don't seem to understand. Keep speaking the truth, and God Almighty would guide you all the way. Thanks so much. Stephen Banda says, Blakk, you are too much. I'm listening to you live from Bloemfontein in South Africa. Blessed love. Thank you. We appreciate you. I will love you. Share the broadcast. I want to appreciate you. I want to thank you. Today we kept it short so you can have a beautiful weekend. I love you and I appreciate you. Hey! Hey! To my professor, Professor Albion Mens, a.k.a. Albino. Wana nobe tumu. Obiaran tum Albino. Mr. Albino, what been dread? Obiaran tum Albino. Love and respect, Brother Kweku, and of course to all our numerous patrons. We love you. Hey! Wayo!